Hey everyone, this is CR Game Room. I'm Chris, and Ben's on here, and Rob's on here. We're doing a little bit.
Ben's here, Rob's here.
Everyone's here. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna be doing things a little bit differently because we wanted to go over cards with everyone. Say, kind of inset what they're gonna do. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
I know that was a hasty intro.
Excited for this. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get through these, so let's get started.
Yeah. Joe's gonna be on in about 10 minutes, so we're just gonna start to it and get right into it. So let's start out. So these are just cards that are kind of good in Golden Age, and in Global Escalation.
Whoa.
All the cards are gonna be taken away that should be taken away.
Yeah, so there's a ton of stuff. So we're talking about this because we have our upcoming tournament, which is going to be Global Escalation. So just if you are in need of some help, I don't want to say that we're like super fountain of knowledge on all these cards, but it's good to like look back and work out what's good, because once you start going down the rabbit trail, there's a ton of stuff.
Well, one of us is a wealth of knowledge, and the rest of us are just here for stand-in.
Okay, no need to brag about yourself, Chris.
All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is the first set that ever came out, is AVX. So
Yep.
We're just going to scroll down until Ben tells me to stop, because, you know...
I think you were going to stop on the first card, right?
Yeah.
We're going to skip that one. We don't have time for that.
That one? Okay, what? This one?
Sure, if you want.
All right. This one back in the day was pretty good because it could like really ramp the hell out of you, and with the right combo, it could do massive things. It's Beast Mutate 666.
Yeah, if you get a couple of these out, do a force attack. We can block with multiple characters. So if you have 3 beasts out, and they're all on level 1, you block with all 3 of them. You get to prep 6 dice, which is pretty strong.
Yeah, and that's for your turn. Your turn that you get to have all those precious dice in your.
Yep. It's good.
All right, next one. I guess it
Obvious
is the
one.
one.
Yeah.
All right, I hate this one.
Yeah, really surprised that this isn't banned. Yeah, because I'm sure this was around everywhere. And it's very strong, especially early game for some quick damage. If you're looking at getting some of a big character out to deal like a finishing blow, this is a good one to get that finishing blow into a little bit more of a manageable target. So if you get 1 through on level 3, it's 5 damage if you can't spin down anything, which is pretty possible turn 3, which is generally when you get her out. It's pretty strong.
And it's Black Widow Serena. I always, like, before people start correcting me, I said Tessarena.
Why would you say it like that?
Because I'm an idiot, okay?
Oh, okay. Let me put it that way.
She has a super cool promo card as well. So if you have that, you should run it.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Ben's face, you just like, hey Ben, look here.
I have this card.
Yep. All right, and then the next one.
Colossus.
All right.
So I was talking about like a late game hitter. This is like the super perfect card to match up with Black Widow, right? Because Black Widow does a couple of hits. They start getting characters out, and then you just plonk Colossus out and do like the last 10 damage or 15 damage at the end of your turn. This is basically battle walls. Super good finisher, especially with Cal, Kree Captain Global, sorry.
Oh.
Make him cheaper, make him a bit more manageable.
Yeah.
Winter Global. He could be a danger if you get him out, and you can easily do like 8 damage at the end of your turn.
Oh my god.
That's redundant.
Yeah, he's strong. But mainly AVX is all about the rare cards. Like, just go to a rare card, and it's probably pretty good.
If it's still available.
This is another example.
Escalation.
Cruise.
All right. And then what's the next one? Well, let's go with
I like the Cyclops. Let's go to Cyclops.
All right. Of course, the rare, correct? It's like it's Scott Summers.
Ooh, is it this one? No, it's the uncommon. He has like breath weapon 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, he does the damage to.
Yeah, he's super fun.
Did you find it? If looks could kill.
Yep, that's one.
Yeah.
If looks could kill, that's the one. Yeah, the uncommon.
Ugh.
So good. I've used that before, and it is devastating.
Yeah, and then that one fielding cost on every face. It's super fun. That's super
Yeah.
good.
That's when they didn't know that these kind of broken ass cards needed to have higher fielding costs.
Yeah. 7
Well-
costs, so it's still difficult, but not that difficult in Golden, especially with a bunch of like the modern cards to help.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's a max 2. That's kind of crazy, but
Cool.
all right.
I never even noticed that.
I mean,
I learned some today.
yeah, I'm glad you learned something.
We can pass Deadpool. I like that card, but who cares?
All right, and then oldie but a goodie, Distraction. It's just
Yeah, I think Static Field is better.
Yeah, it is, but you know, it's still there. And then let me see. There's Focus Power
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, I like the Gambits. They're okay. Ghost Rider's crap. Green Goblin, the rare. I like the global on this. I think this could be abused quite a bit now.
Yeah.
Knocking out one of your
Oh.
characters whenever you want is pretty strong. Carrying sidekicks can be super useful. Do it with stuff like Alfred, where you can kind of start that infinite loop.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
If you have what's his name from where you can make as many lightning bolts as you want. Well, actually, there's a few cards that do that now, but
I was thinking that
yeah,
exactly what you're saying right now.
Yeah, just make as many lightning bolts as you want, and then just yeah, I'm gonna do Alfred the whole entire time, so you're dead. So
it's it's an interesting card to pair with something like Lord of Contagion from the new set as well, which gets everything gets +1 when you clear a sidekick. So yeah, having that trigger, and you can do it on your opponent's turn as well, which is good if they're doing something like the Captain America, where they're trying to force your sidekick to block or something. You can just pay that bolt and KO it.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
you
It's
don't
strong
even
global.
have to have him out in the field, so that's cool.
And people forget about this because the super rare was so good.
Yeah.
But his stats are super cool as well on Green Goblin. 155. That's pretty nice.
Oh wow. Yep.
And then of course, where's that at?
J Giant strong. Green Goliath is gone. Not quite as good as Green Goliath, I don't think, but a good counter to Green Goliath. And I think a card someone will be messing around with, maybe. It's a very difficult card to deal with Magic Missile.
Yeah.
Yep.
In play.
And that burst side is on the level 1 and 2 side. So yeah.
Could be nasty.
Right. Yep. It's not hard to get to a 6 either.
Ooh, Invulnerability is a very good card. Let's stop with that. It's a basic action.
There you go.
It is in alphabetical order. I should understand where it's at.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Yeah, your attacking characters that are knocked out this turn return to the field.
That's super good.
Easily manipulated, depending on the ruling on Orbital Strike, for example.
Mm-hmm.
If you can play Orbital Strike after the attack step, then all the characters that are carried by Orbital Strike get back to the field. But I mean, that's just off the top of my head. There's a ton of ways to mess with this.
I think with the Malekith, having Orbital Strike and this in the same thing and just running that loop every turn. Oh,
it's interesting. Yeah. I'm sure. And it's got Pump Global, which is also very useful.
Yeah.
Pump it up.
Robert likes Pump it up.
I do like pumps.
All right. And then...
They make my calves look great.
I like the Lokis; they're good. Gem Keeper was probably everyone's favorite, but I like I like Illusionist better.
Oh.
When fielded, take control of an opposing character at the end of the turn. Knock out that character. Place it in your opponent's prep area. It deals damage equal to its attack to your opponent.
Now, just imagine they had Fix It. You ping it twice. You field Loki, take control of their Fix It, and just be like, okay, I'm just going to end my turn. And then Fix It kills them.
Oh my god. That is dirty.
It never quite worked because he's such a pain to like field and refield, but he's pretty interesting. Then we have Magneto Global.
Oh, reroll a villain die.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that I don't know how prevalent villain teams are going to be.
They are the biggest
Collector, Pletcher and Nobby are still around. Scarlet Witch is still around. Blob is still around. So there's a few of them kicking about. Kree Captain, I'm sure people are going to run because they like that global. But yeah.
Oh, that's some good villain hate. I like that.
It's good. The only problem is people can do it against you, right? So you need to not have a villain team.
Exactly, yeah.
No one is a fun, fantastic. His global is okay, but it's been done.
Yeah.
No one cares about Mystique.
Oh,
and then
no,
we probably have the
Nick
strongest
Fury's
card. In my mind, the strongest card that still left in this set is this. Especially in this format when something like Avengers ID card hasn't been banned yet.
It has a global, so ID cards.
You can't ban it. Yeah. So, I mean, literally take any unblockable character.
AKA
now you just add double his attack.
Yeah.
Because you get patch out. You just have to pay. Yeah, you just have to patch out. Even you use the Yanti, right? Now you can consider Yanti a 4/6/6.
Oh my god.
You can consider Ant-Man 10 attack on top level. Like it's just crazy how strong this card is.
Yep. I've been punched in the face quite a few times with this card.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, at the Fix It challenge that I participated in for where it was trying to do as much damage with Fix It as you possibly could, everyone was running this card except for me, and I just pumped my Fix It so much with other things and did some stupid things 3 times to put as much damage as the person that did it 1 time. That it's just a patch is just so much easier to run and add it to like Fix It and have him just do massive damage.
Crazy strong, yeah. And I mean, just the fact that you can pay it mask to make anything into an Avenger.
Super broken.
Yep.
Super broken. Crazy broken. Yeah. You can do this in multiple ways, and he's got good stats as well. He's gonna stay on the field. He's very difficult to get rid of.
Whoa, so if you do like Wolverine's weapon 10 and you push him through and make him an Avenger, he doubles. Does that mean that he does 4 times his damage?
Yes, if I remember what weapon 10 does. Weapon 10 is
when he attacks alone, he gets like +4 or something like that.
Oh yeah, but he's banning global. He's banning global.
Okay. Oh, boo.
But yeah, I mean, anything that attacks through, you can do this multiple ways. You can get one big dude through, or you can just get a bunch of little dudes through and then make them all Avengers.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah, very strong.
So, all right, and then there's nothing else in this.
Nova Rare is very strong as well.
Nova, all right. When Nova takes damage in an attack step, he deals 2 damage to your opponent. Okay, pretty strong.
Very strong. If you do it with the 2 Cool for Words global, where you can make a bunch of bolts and just ping him a bunch in an attack step. So you attack with him, minimum on bottom level, he's doing 8 damage.
Yeah.
So pretty good. I like him a lot.
I've never had a chance really to use Rare Nova. I have him, and I always wanted to use it. I've had him used against me. Yep. I just never got around to getting a team together with Nova.
You should try it sometime. It's very strong and very difficult to stop.
Nice.
We can go through Silver Surfer Global's kind of cool. Especially if someone pointed out, if you use Bishop, you can use the shield and then not take any damage. That's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man is okay. Storm's okay. What else we got?
The Spider-Man's not banned, the one where you pay 2. Oh, I guess there's a better version, so that makes sense. Wallcrawler. No, wait.
Wallcrawler's there.
The good one is
the one where you pay 2. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but Madam Web is around as well, right?
Okay.
Which is the same thing. And that hasn't been banned as far as I know. Thor is kind of cool. Venom. I want to talk about Venom. Let's get to Venom.
Ooh, Angelo Fortunato.
Hate this card so much. It's not that much text. It gives non-fist characters -2/-2. Super strong in a meta and a game, really. I want to say this, where fist characters are kind of the worst set. Someone's gonna be mad about that, but
except for one of the best cards in the game, which is Fix It. I mean, Fix It's probably one of the better.
Yeah, but again, it's a 6-cost fist, right? You're not worried about them having it. Like I'm okay with them having one character when all their other characters are getting -2/-2.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I mean, I think the 6-cost maybe put it out of a lot of top tiers.
Yeah.
But he could do some damage currently, for sure, I think.
Yeah.
With all the sidekick teams, like you use Instant War, they have no field. They don't get any benefit out of it.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
It is a very good card. Very annoying card.
He's very annoying to play against. He's one of those cards where you might look at it and not be that impressed, but if you play against it, he's super strong.
Yep. That's a card I suggest you get, Chris. I feel like you would enjoy that since you enjoy messing with people.
Yeah, it's a trolley card for sure.
I do love the troll. So
that and the Doctor Doom that we talked about earlier.
So I do think Wolverine mixed with Patch and the Avengers ID card could get pretty stupid because on his top side he would be a 10/6, and if he attacks alone, he's unblocked, and you have Patch out, you win the game.
True. And you only have to get a 4-cost and a 6-cost out. I mean, that's not that ridiculous. No. That's like turn 4 pretty easily. It's just any unblockable character, the huge threat with Patch Avengers ID.
All right, let's move on.
So get all those flashes ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Patch makes Flash a good card. That's all you need to say about how good that card is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to UXM.
Hooray!
Yeah. I'm actually using 3 feeds as a chair right now.
I like this set a lot. It has some fun cards.
This is the first set. Yeah, this is the first set that I bought a starter set at Half Price Bookstore, and I was like, "What is this game, Dice Masters?" And that's when Age of Ultron was out by that point, and that's what got me into the game. So it's a special place.
Not quite as strong as AVX. I don't think any set ever is going to be as strong as AVX, but this has some cool stuff. The Ant-Man Global's very good. It's Kal-El Global, but can't be used against you.
Yeah.
Which is good. And then let's carry on, though. I think this Beast and Nefarious Geneticist is kind of interesting. It's a promo card. Yeah, that one. I really like the artwork as well. But I mean, I don't know if there's any new way of making this super good, but being able to buy stuff on your opponent's turn is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know how good that is anymore. But anyway, it's interesting. Yeah. I like it. We go through. Bishop was kind of rubbish. Black Panther was okay. Cable, yeah. Captain America. No.
No.
Cerebros. The Cerebros.
I was going to say
I love the Cerebros.
All
of them are super cool. The best thing about them is if you click on them, look at that energy face on the first thing.
Oh, it's double energy on all the sides.
Double mask no matter what.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, fun, huh? And then all of them pretty cool. Which one? I like this one. This is a pain. This is a super big pain. If you're playing against Serenas or something, this is a very fun way of just making them cost 2 extra to field.
Oh my god.
Yeah, super fun.
That's pretty crazy. Okay.
It's cool. And then the double mask face is just cool. That one's not so good. The common is pretty cool.
That's the one whenever you field the card you KO your opponent.
Yeah, I think 5 is kind of too expensive for it, but
plus max die 1. So
in a world where Professor X was kind of king, getting double masks is pretty strong.
Oh yeah.
We can go through Falcon.
Falcon Recon
is the big daddy.
Sidekicks. Mm-hmm. Love that card.
Yeah, I've played against Robert with this card. he just loves this card.
I mean, you got to figure like the current meta is really like with Instant War is super leaning heavily towards sidekick balls. Yeah. And this card is going to do some serious damage in the tournament. I'd imagine someone's going to be building something with this. Great stats first and foremost. 3 cost, easy to get out. And then you pair it with Foot Ninja or something. It's just very, very strong.
Yeah.
I love Foot Ninja.
Yeah, we'll come to that.
All right. That I think honestly that's probably the best sidekick card almost ever printed.
Yep.
Mhm.
Imprisoned is a pain in the ass, but probably useful.
I think everyone knows Imprisoned by
Yeah,
now.
we can just skip through that. No one needs to be reminded of Imprisoned crapness. We can carry on down.
Oh, those Kitty Prides though.
No.
Oh, Mystiques. This is where Mystique got big, right?
No.
No. Okay, you're right.
PXG.
Namor. I like Namor. This is a fun card.
One of them was interesting.
I like them. Sure. I like the rare, but I think the common is the best one.
If you have at least 2 other characters fielded, Namor cannot be blocked.
That's the one that I liked.
Avengers ID card. Patch.
Yep. There you go.
God.
What's up, man?
And the rare...
Yeah, and then we have probably the most meta-worthy for Golden Escalation card is either the common or the rare of these. If you don't know how to use Professor X, yeah.
We have videos. Don't we have a video about that?
We probably have videos, and we probably just go watch any tournament or any game from when
Anyone
this was around.
That has talked about Dice Masters will tell you how to play PXG.
Yeah, I can give you a big demo on it if you want. It's very annoying.
It would be kind of interesting. Strong. We should do a demo on that, like an updated thing of that. So
the most important thing is 2-3-3. That's what you have to remember.
Yeah.
Keep 2 masks, then keep 3 masks, then keep 3 masks, then keep 3 masks, then keep 3 masks to infinity.
Then you win the game.
So Jabe is like Psylocke here. I like Psylocke too, except I didn't like the fielding mechanic of the Quan the Assassin.
Yeah, Quan the Assassin was the best one. The rare.
I had like 7 copies of that card.
Okay. People quickly found out that the limited ability, like the 2 masks is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But in a meta where KOing characters wasn't that easy, this was pretty good. I think there are better ways to do that now, even if more expensive ways. But I like it. It's a fun card.
I would like a good Psylocke.
Fuzzy picture at the bottom. That's crazy. All right.
That was the last card I used. I needed to get to complete the set.
Really? I have like 3 of them.
Oh no, I got it like years ago. But
okay.
I need Scarlet Witch to the super rare to complete my UXM set, and that's
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the Scarlet Witch is very okay.
It's just to complete the set.
Okay, we can skip through there. The Storm Global is useful.
Pin mass change the target of an action die. The target
is a very strong
character die of your choice. Not bad.
And then the Toad rare. Let's go to Toad rare.
I was gonna say, isn't there a Toad that's good?
I like the Toad rare, but some people like the common. They're all about forcing attack without using the force attack global, which is strong. I like him.
Good. All right.
Let's go on to AOU. And ignore all the rest of that crap.
Isn't there a Wolverine that's pretty decent in the set though? Or is that that's double damage when it attacks?
Not in UXM, no.
No, there's one.
Not this one.
It was better.
No, there's one that deals double. This one, yeah.
Not very nice.
No. Oh, there goes. Wolverine deals double damage to characters that block him. But isn't Proton Cannon already? What's it called? It's already removed, so that wouldn't help.
Yeah, there's ways to give over crush.
Fin particles.
Fin particles. There you go.
That's good ways to give over crush. But yeah, he was okay.
All right.
I like that one too. Ow.
All right, we got to kind of start going faster because we've done 2 sets in 25 minutes.
That's fine. They were pretty good sets. Let's go through. Keep going down. Keep going down. Nothing. There's nothing here to see. No.
No zombie cards?
No.
There's good stuff in this. The rare super rare Groot is good.
The super rare Groot is pretty good.
We are Groot.
Everybody already knows about the Captain America Man at a Time that was used to some degree against like cube teams and stuff or vicious struggle teams.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, we can go back to that. I think Bishop does it better. That's the only thing I'd say about that.
Yeah, but I mean, at the time, in a limited, meta, Captain America Man at a Time was really effective against vicious struggle teams because it paid the damage back.
That
Go
Captain
up,
America has a
up,
good
up.
up.
One more. There
So
you
yeah,
go.
it's Captain America, and there's also First Avenger, which was good, and then Super Soldier as well. These are all pretty good. His stats are really, really good as well for how much he costs.
The First Avenger was used because you gain life, so it was used whenever you were pinging yourself with vicious struggle, you would use it to gain life.
Yeah,
and
if
then
someone does anything,
the time was the one that you just paid it back. So it was kind of like play counterplay uses.
I generally think that Bishop kind of supersedes them, having played around with them a little bit recently.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you. Bishop is better. It's a better card all around because it does have slightly better stats and it has a better fielding cost as well.
Yeah.
There's Iron Fist, the Immortal, which was the promo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
That was also used. Yeah, so I think this is going to be pretty strong against Venerable Dreadnought if anyone's thinking about running that.
Yeah. Ugh.
And Jocasta, we can't go anywhere without talking about Jocasta.
Oh yeah, we're going down the row here. Is she next?
Yeah,
I think she is HIJ.
I really like the KO ability on this Iron Fist as well. The secondary ability is often underrated, but yeah, with something like Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can do some good stuff with that. But then yeah, Jocasta is kind of a cool one.
The one thing on that Iron Fist Immortal, one last thing, you're right about the second ability. I've seen people use it in tournament where they would fabricate the golems, the flesh golem. They would fabricate it and then use Iron Man's effect to get it into the prep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So patterned after Jeanette or Janet.
Yep. Janet Pym. Yeah. She, I think, deserves a second look. I think people kind of overlooked her. There's a combo with the uncommon Mjolnir from Thor set, where it does like damage equal to the number of bolts you have in reserve to a character, and you can do it to Jocasta to deal a bunch of damage. In general, she's a super good blocker. She only costs 4. She's not that expensive. And she has defense, and yeah, can kind of sit there and take some overcrushing damage and take it away and then hit your opponent. It's pretty strong.
And it's a cumulative of 4 fielding, so that's not bad at all.
No, they definitely messed around with her. Like, it's only 1 die that can do the damage. They limited her as much as they could, but she's still very strong, I think. Especially on your turn, not so much on your opponent's turn, where they can kind of do tricks to get around her, like ping her once. Zoe Magneto is pretty cool. There's cheap characters are going to be a big boon in this format because people are going to run Serena and stuff. And then even stuff like Mimic or the Antis. It's just a very good way around all that stuff.
It's a 6 cost, but in this format, with any format where PXG is available, it's easy to get to.
Also, yes. Down Wonder Girl, everybody's favorite combo.
The only thing I will say about the Magneto is you're getting to a 6 cost, which doesn't win you the game, whereas there are some 6 costs in this format that do win you the game.
He 6 or 7 that win you the game. Lots of them.
He just stops your opponent from winning the game. Well, I mean, which is a good trade-off, right? But
yeah. All right, next one.
The Shield Agent rare, I think it is. You're down. It might not be Shield Agent. Yeah, this one.
During your roll and reroll step, you may reroll any number of Shield Agents or Avengers character dice.
Yeah, so why this is so strong is because you can reroll your opponent's Avenger character dice.
What?
So if they have a Hulk, so if they have a Hulk, you can make them reroll it.
It says any number.
Yep.
Wow.
And you can do it to roll in and out any kind of Avengers you might have that you might want to refield or whatever. It's cool. It's strong.
It was a top tier meta play back in the day whenever people were using their like Canucks and their Nick Furies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like the Starhawk rare as well. There's a ton of good Avengers and a ton of good Guardians. And then when you field them, this Starhawk can get super massive pretty quick, and then patch doubles their attack. So that's pretty fun.
Man, the way they put the double affiliation back in the day is kind of ugly.
True that.
Believe that
awesome.
was one of the first of its kind, though. The double
I
the double
think
affiliation.
it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It might have been the first
and
one.
then the Wasp. Let's go to the Wasp. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
While Wasp is active,
was
your
so
opponent
good.
uses a global ability. She deals 1 damage to them. And then
Yeah, considering something like Jinzo's not in this format, it's pretty strong.
And once per turn, pay 2, deal 1 damage to. That's pretty good. That's.
And then Ultron Drone as well. We should probably take a look at that global.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Any of them global.
All right. Pay 2 fists. Choose an opposing character die to block and character die of your choice this turn.
Yeah. It's good.
Yep.
Pretty good little card. Pretty good little
No love for Thanos. Is that too much, or is that Thanos too expensive?
The 10?
Well, it depended on your life total, but people tried so hard to make that work.
Oh, that Thanos. The Thanos is a tough one. I think the new Thanos is a better, probably.
The first Rainbow draft I went to, I passed this on my first hand because I wasn't paying attention. And the guy just kept it and didn't even say anything. I also like the uncommon that can't be blocked. So
yeah,
I like that.
All right.
Yep.
Moving on. ASM. We should do this in whisper voices.
Hey man, I really like this set. This is one of my favorite sets. I love Spider-Man, so that probably helped. But I could stop with a bunch of these cards. It has Arch Nemesis for one that's been reprinted. We can go through the Baron Zemo. They're okay.
It did have the Black Cat. I will give you that.
Betrayal is super strong.
Which one?
Betrayal's good.
Betrayal.
Oh yeah.
Right
so, yeah.
Betrayal could combo potentially well with a bunch of Instant Wars.
Well, you don't. I mean, yeah, but also Morph is still active in this meta, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So Morph and Betrayal was a super broken combo in draft. It'd be interesting to see how it holds up in this format because that's pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Cats are kind of cool. Super Rare probably being the pick. But
I remember that was a quite big deal.
It's difficult to get to use, I think, and there are better ways of doing it. Then we can just carry through. Black Widow is okay.
I mean, I enjoyed the Black Widow. A lot of people were using it to counter like Hulks and Solomon Grundys back in the day.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth stopping
Yeah, I mean, this is about this format, the Global Escalation going forward. So
it's okay.
Yeah.
We can go through, keep going.
Is there really not anything that you want to talk about?
I like the Kingpins, but no, not really. Okay. Mary Jane is cool. The rare. So we talked about how Upgrade Proton Cannon was banned in this format. This is an interesting way to give Overcrush to something like Fix It. Or something like Red Eyes Black Dragon, which we'll probably come to, especially if she counts herself as an ally. And yeah, this is another good example of one of the things that you can KO with Green Goblin rare to get her to cycle a bit. Because she has some decent defense.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. She's nice.
Yeah, that is an interesting. It's like an enchanting a character every turn when you field her, in a way.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good way to get Fix It to run. Yeah.
Completely forgot about the White Tiger global that was part of the deck that you got.
The just a global, the pay a fist once per turn during your turn. Each player must field a psychic die from the use pile.
So this is probably we glossed over the Silver Sable. I think that's going to be big. But what we can talk about the White Tiger global. Yeah, I think this global is going to be really, really important if people remember it, because it can be used for a bunch of stuff. The most important being is it's one of the only ways, apart from Instant War, to get a character of your opponents out into the field if you need it. That's useful for something like Surta with range, so you can always guarantee a sidekick, so you can always have a 1 defense character on your opponent's side of the field to give Surta range with Stormboy's Global, and then ping that sidekick off, which pings off the whole field.
Yeah.
That's very strong. It's also good for something like Force Block if you need something on your opponent's side of the field to make block for something like Captain America. Which does damage if it's not KO'd, but blocked. This is a very good global. Forcing your opponent to do something they don't want to do is always very strong. It also works with something like Green Devil Mask, although that's banned in this format. But yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah. And then let's go back to Silver Sable.
Silver Sable, yeah.
Hero for hire?
Nope. Outlaw.
Outlaw. All right. When Silver Sable attacks, add a die from your bag.
No, wait, I lied. You will have right. Was it Hero for Hire?
How dare you?
Yeah, sorry.
You may sacrifice Silver Sable during your main step.
You said at the intro that you were the one who knew was the fountain of knowledge.
I said one of us. I didn't say it was.
Yeah,
me.
you said you.
No,
Yeah,
you said that.
Okay.
What did I miss?
We're talking about Silver Sable Hero for Hire.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
So this is another way just to make
You make your vulture unblockable.
Make
anything unblockable though, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really good way to get Fix-It through.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good way to get
an Avenger through.
An Avenger through, right? It's a really good way to get anything through where you want it. There's very few ways to give something unblockable that doesn't already have it.
Yeah.
The fact that you can do this at will, like you just leave Silver Sable out until you're ready to go.
Yeah. And she's this is a way to make it unblockable or overcrush or whatever that doesn't rely on an action when we have a Scarlet Witch in the format that can kind of...
Yeah, and also actions are difficult to like time up, right? Sometimes you have that like Fix It ready with the pings, but your Dimension Door hasn't come through yet, or your Under Surveillance hasn't come through yet.
Yeah.
This
Mr.
card
Fix-It that you keep talking about is the one that when characters are KO'd, it gets +2/+2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the common's banned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anything, right? The Hulk, any of the Hulks are good. Anything with big attack. We'll come to some of them later.
I kind of have a combo with Mr. Fix-It, the uncommon. If I had to participate in the tournament because I'm needed to, I have a combo kind of with her and him in it that is interesting.
Cool.
So, all right, moving on from there, and I think that's it for this set, right?
Yeah, we can skip past the other ones.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't do. You want to talk about Vulture?
No,
yeah, that was important. All right.
It got neutered too much. It's strong, but it's got neutered too much.
All right, just throwing it out there.
Civil War.
Oh.
Stop.
Let's
go.
go.
You want me to go.
Keep going. Unless anyone else has anything to say.
Frontline.
Big card. Yep, everyone needs to know about that with Beholder, which we'll come to. Yep, this card is super good.
And...
Keep going. This was a really fun set to draft, but there's not a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
It's
that impactful. One of my least favorite sets. This and Amazing Spider-Man are my 2 least favorite sets.
Pim Particles.
Oh, I'm sorry. Age of Ultron. Amazing Spider-Man inks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the Luke Cage globals, or do we not get that far?
I know we did.
They're good with Vicious Struggle.
Yeah, I don't know how good they are anymore, but
yeah, the pay a fist, deal 1 damage to each player. Yay.
Okay.
I mean, it might still Vicious Struggle banned.
No.
I'm looking at the list right now, and it is not from what I'm seeing.
Then yeah, it could be pretty good.
I hate that.
I mean, you can still run the common lineup of like Silver Surfer, Cage, and just get you there damage wise.
Yeah. Ugh. I hate Vicious Struggle. And then Pim Particles Grow. That's another overcrushing thing, and you give it +1.
I like it.
It costs 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's fair.
It's good.
And the other Pim Particles are
no.
Yeah.
There's some Ronins in this set.
Rocket. We're only stopping for quality, not Rocket. No.
Oh.
We missed the Ronin though. There's a Super Iranian banned. No,
That's not.
Super Iranian is not banned, and that card is super strong.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that it's not banned.
Uncommon Iranian is also good,
Yeah.
but this in tandem with something like Bishop is going to be a very, very strong control kind of team.
Yeah, considering there's no Shriek anymore, there's no
no way to get around it, really. Yeah, unless you KO it, but you have 4 and 5 defense.
That's the thing. That's what's really appealing about him is his stat lines are just incredible for soaking up damage.
And he's an Avenger, and if you can flip that top level around, you got 10 attack with patch.
Oh my god!
There you go.
Not to mention Avengers ID card getting him out possibly earlier than where you need him, and making him bigger.
I like him. He's very good.
I don't have him, so I don't like him.
The uncommon is almost as good.
Yeah.
I like the Shannon Carter as well. Undervalued card.
Yeah.
In the current meta, super undervalued.
Yeah. What about the She-Hulk with Overcrush that you gain life?
No.
No? Okay. What about Speedball?
Yeah, I was thinking about mentioning that. They never really kind of lived up to its name.
Yeah, he usually backfired more than anything else.
The common?
Yeah.
You know, what kind of has a new place is there are that there's another affiliate.
Thunderbolts.
There's more affiliates.
That is true. There are a whole bunch of new Thunderbolts in the Justice Light Lightning, huh?
Yeah. Because before it was very limited. There was some down here, and but
she doesn't do that much damage though.
Still,
yeah.
Give her Avenger and it doubles it. You know what I'm saying? Have patch out. No.
She can also trigger with herself, right? What does it say on her card?
Hold on.
Oh, which one?
She is attacking with only one other die, and it is a non-Sonnenberg.
Okay. Not as good. You can't do it too much. Never mind. Yeah. So the common Speedball. It's kind of an interesting card as well.
Fashionista?
No, we missed a bunch of cards. We skipped down.
All right. Well, I mean, where do you want me to go? Where?
We were talking about the common Speedball.
Common Speedball.
Yeah.
All right.
Robbie Baldwin.
All right. When Speedball is dealt combat damage, deal damage to each other character die equal to the amount of damage done to Speedball. All right.
It's pretty decent for Hulk setups. I mean, you could go that way.
That is fun with Hulk. Yeah, that is a good idea.
Oh, I mean, you could, do like some range shenanigans even. Well, it has to be combat damage though.
Yeah.
So you do
have a force block with Hulk or force attack with a Hulk team. Yeah, that's not bad. I like it.
You do record global ball and then
it never quite worked out as well as it should have. But yeah, it's a decent card.
So the common Hulk from Thor with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a similar like Daily Johnston, right? But you don't have to pay necessarily. And your opponent definitely won't want to attack with anything. The Venoms are kind of okay. Vibranium Shield is, I think, a big one.
Which one?
That one. Yep, the uncommon. Deflecting bullets. So this was a combo that probably Shadow Mills or someone crazy came up with. So you use this, you just KO, you get something like Alfred, and you get a continuous loop of KOing, however you want to. KO a bunch of Alfreds, keep KOing them because they keep coming back, and then your characters get monster defense, and then you can flip them. But you can do this with something like Orc Boy and Orc Knob. So you keep pinging off Orc Boy. It keeps coming back. You keep giving Orc Knob +1/+2 from his ability, and then an extra +2 defense. So he's getting +1/+4. And then you flip him, make him unblockable, and that's pretty game.
It's really stupid. So
yeah.
It's a fun combo, and probably easier to pull off currently than it was back in the day when it got pulled off. It was a pretty big game winner.
Is that it for it?
It is.
Fashionista is worth mentioning, by the way. It's a mass global, which is all the rage.
Force block mask global. Yep. Okay. And then someone also mentioned Baron Zemo, but I don't care about that card.
All right, Doctor Strange team pack.
No, we know that's still relevant, isn't it? Still, so let's not talk about that garbage.
What, Doctor Strange?
Yeah, it's still legal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about cards that people don't play with anymore.
Oh.
Aren't we? I thought we were just talking about golden. We're not going to do every single set, are we?
All right.
We're
I'm
going
fine with
on.
that. I'm fine with that.
That British rage. Jeez.
So the next.
Come on, man. We're not here. Everyone knows what Doctor Strange is. It's garbage. There's nothing good in it apart from Wong.
Wong.
There's nothing wrong with Wong. All right.
That's right. All right,
There's
Deadpool.
several things wrong with Wong.
All right, Deadpool. I don't know. This set is the set that didn't see too much light.
Yes. Let's go through it and see if there was any reason that it didn't. That it should have. Black Bolt Rare, huh? What do you guys think about this one?
Black Bolt Rare. All right.
So there are now 2 cost but deadly characters.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about giving them? Everyone has to block that deadly character.
Talking about like Karnak and all them.
Yeah.
Karnak's a 3, isn't there a Grey Hunter that's 2 in deadly?
There is a Grey Hunter that's 2.
Ooh, I like.
So it's not only it's not only that they all have to block the deadly character. It's just that so everything else that you attack with goes through unblocked as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty interesting. So he's kind of a mashup between the Fetid Bloat Drone, where everything has to block with deadly, and then also Madam Web, where everything has to block the Madam Web. I like this. I like the stats on this die. And yeah, it has an unusual affiliation for something like Team Up. Yeah. Which could be good. Especially if you're using the Grey Hunter, which has 2 affiliations as well. Yeah, interesting. What do you guys think?
I like it. I've always been a fan of this card. I just never got around to using it.
Yeah, I think it was the deadly characters that were around at the time were a bit expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I think this could see some play, and I'd like to see someone try this team.
J-Biz says Black Widow from Guardians of the Galaxy would be pretty good with this one.
The other 2 cost deadly, I believe.
Yeah. Interesting.
I like it.
A lot could lot.
So no one likes that Agent Carter that puts the sidekicks in the bag?
It would hurt you as well.
You're right.
But, I mean, yeah, I guess the top one.
Yeah, it's the very first one.
I like it. It's interesting. I tried to mess around with it. I think it's just a bit too fiddly to protect your own sidekicks and not your opponents.
It's very trollish.
But with stuff like range is possible now. Use instant war to get a bunch of sidekicks out on their side.
Oh yeah. I know.
The bag. Yeah, it's interesting.
All right.
All right.
Terrible.
The Deadpool super rare, right? That's what we all want to talk about. I used to like.
Go ahead. All the Colossus is in this set. I don't even remember any of this set.
One has Iron Will. This is a flip card.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the promo. That's a good one. I like the promo.
Back for more.
The rare flying car.
Flying car is the best card in the set, I think.
Which one?
The one that makes it like your die is unblockable, basically.
Character die you control deals combat damage to defending player as if it is not okay. Then sacrifice it.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's ship it.
Interesting way of getting some damage through.
Hit Monkey.
Oh god, Hit Monkey.
Yeah.
I don't know how good it is now, but I'm just saying things.
Okay. Yeah, it was okay.
It was my first team that I built was with him on it. Robert, help me.
Yeah, I'd say Deadpool cards are cool, but we can keep going. I think maybe Deadpool interesting for super rare, but I think stuff's done similar things to it.
So
we don't need to
I don't think Lockjaw is really that good anymore.
I don't know. I think let's look at it, which
Alright.
is the
Fiercely Loyal.
fiercely loyal common.
Well,
Lockjaw is active. Your opponents, clear and draw step. Name a non-psychic die. If your opponent draws that die, deal 2 damage to all their opponent's characters, and each of your Lockjaw gets +2 attack. So, with stuff like Professor X in the meta, this is interesting, right? Because you can generally guess what's in your opponent's bag and what they're going to pull. And 2 damage is nothing to sniff at. It's good. I don't know if it's enough to be meta-worthy, but it would be interesting to see how effective it was. Because the characters currently don't have that much in the way of defense.
Yeah.
And the annoying thing about it was the ruling that they did, where since they KO'd at the beginning of the step, you couldn't add them to your roll. So they had to wait till their next turn to get those things back out.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Rasni from the D&D set where you can use. But I guess you could do more damage with that. I like it. I don't know how super strong it is.
I think the one potion where you the opponent has to, if they have to name whatever dice they pull out of their bag correctly, and if they don't name it, it goes to the use pile.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool with this.
Yeah,
there's a way to. I like it when you have to manipulate what your opponent pulls and decide what your opponent. It's a fun way of playing.
Not for your opponent, but for you.
Yeah. So let's go to but stuff with instant war, right? You're kind of emptying their bag out already, so you can kind of generally you know what's coming through your opponent's bag. Why not do +2 damage to their field while you're naming stuff?
So basically, you kind of want to play your game of Dice Masters and play your opponent's game of Dice Masters at the same time.
Hell yeah! Let's go to the big daddy that is damn shame that it never got seen play, which is the MODOK, most powerful brain alive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, MODOK is active except during their roll and reroll step. Your opponent may not reroll dice or spin dice to a different face or level unless they pay 1 per time.
So you can get rid of stuff like Parallax, which is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Which is going to be big in Golden, and all awakened stuff. I don't know how big that's going to be, but stuff like Ant-Man that goes through unblocked.
Oh yeah.
Stop them spinning it. It's super strong. Stuff like Hulk, Jade Giant, where you want to get it to level 1 and level 2. If you can make them pay for spinning it. The other MODOK just straight up stops spinning to a higher level, which is good as well. The rare.
Another thing about this, you can put Avengers ID card in there and have Patch in there at the same time. He's lethal on 1 swing if you can make him unblockable.
He's got fantastic stats, yeah.
Yeah, flip him, good to go.
For flipping, he's a shield that works with Kal-El.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, MODOK never really saw enough play. I think this was the one card that I was bummed out about not seeing getting past rotation, because I think this card would have been pretty strong.
Yeah, that is a pretty crazy card.
I like it a lot. It had nice dice as well.
Yeah, it did.
The the clear with the sparkles in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, we can keep going.
Multiple man super rare.
Yes, that is probably the next best thing in this.
I think it's the last good thing in the set.
Well, possibly.
Maybe the cuckoos, but
Satchel.
I like multiple men. I like Swarm. It's okay. It's not that effective, but it's okay.
But you get 6
this gives you
dice.
muscle and 6 dice. Yeah, and his fielding costs were a bit of a pain, but if you get a bunch on level 3 out, that's pretty fun. It's a good card to combo with that Colossus Piotr Rasputin that we talked about earlier.
And is
if anybody wants
Ring banned?
Yes, I imagine so. I can't imagine Ring is not banned.
Okay.
Instant Ring is banned.
Yeah. So
okay, let's carry on to Satchel. Rare.
Satchel.
Yay, this is good.
Kind of gross, but it's good. It's a good card.
With Kiln, it's pretty fun. With stuff like Instant War, with stuff like Guardian of Faith, where you have a continuous die which also acts as a blocker. It's good. I like it. Someone should make a team around it. I'm not going to. But
And the van from Turtles won.
Turtle Man.
Yeah, Turtle Van.
yeah, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of one cost continuous dice now with the new Cobalt Trap and Bat Signal.
Cannot use either of those.
Oh yeah, I said ban, but
Okay.
you can use the other Cobalt Traps
Yeah.
and the other Bat Signals wherever they are. But there's also Dragon Statue Trap. There's a few things.
Yeah.
All the Cobalt Traps are one cost, so.
So I think there could be some combo potential where you could kill someone in one turn with this. I mean,
You'd need a couple going through a couple of times.
yeah. Well,
You would need like a boomerang or an active super rare Malekith.
but if you have 5 things out at one time, or 10
Still need
things, yeah.
10
All
too
right.
hard.
In this competitive scene with this
Not happening.
global escalation, it's not going to happen. Yeah,
All right. You
takes
have
too
2
long.
satchels. Hear me out. And you have everything
Alright.
else in the field.
No,
You're good to go.
That's 10.
Let's move
That
on.
just cost you 10.
All right.
X23.
Oh yeah, I love that
Right.
card. Let's talk about that card. That card's the best card in the set.
Yeah.
Freaking love that card. Hellfire Club and this is super fun.
Yeah.
I tried it one time, it didn't work that well, but I got to the final of a WKO with it, so that's fun. Let's move on.
What about Wolverine, Lord of the Vampires?
No one cares about Wolverine.
It's really good in the.
It's fine.
All right. Jeez. All right.
Okay, well, it's an hour in.
Well,
That's
do you
true.
want to do? There's.
You don't want to talk about
Justice
original
League.
tune with Storm?
There's a few
Justice
sets that we can still
League.
go over.
Yeah, Justice League.
All right.
Ooh, JL.
Okay, let's go through this. Unless you all want to, yeah, let's continue. I think
Yeah, we can do it as long we want. Black Manta.
we're on to DC. Yes, so Black Manta. All the Black Mantas are kind of cool. The best one is probably the uncommon, followed by the common, and then the rares a long way away. But it's got 2 affiliations. And the 2 cost one is 2 costs, which is good. It's got really good stats. For a 2 cost, defense wise especially.
Yeah.
Consistent
Okay.
fielding.
Dual affiliations. So
Dual
Doom or the
affiliation.
Legion of Doom is not associated with villains. So that's one thing I forgot.
Yeah. It looks
Yep.
like just a bridge. That's all it looks like.
So if you want a cheap 2 cost double affiliation character, this works for team up. And it's not a bad ability.
Yeah.
Got
It's
a
not a
really
brilliant
solid
ability.
stat line too.
Yep. But the uncommon is probably where the action is most
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
It's strong. Especially with Blue Eyes White Dragon or Hush Ramp. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
We can keep going through all this garbage. And Constantine. Anti-hero is good.
We can't use Hellblazers, so
Okay.
Good Scholar, which is probably better.
Yeah.
Cheetah's a pain, but
which one
it's
is
okay.
she?
The one that does 1 damage. No. Common.
She deals 1 damage to a defending player.
She's annoying.
Double
All right.
affiliation. Huh?
Yep. Let's go to Firestorm, Jason, and Ronnie, I think it is.
Jason and Ronnie. All right. While active, when you field a lightning character, including Firestorm, deal 2 damage to a target character or player. Whoa, that's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you consider there's a 1 cost bolt now with Tringua. It's pretty easy to cycle.
Yeah.
Swarm bolts with this. It's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's got great stats as well, just like all Firestorms. And he's annoying. He's very strong. I like him.
Good. All right. Is there anything there? Don't think so.
No. Wolfman, no.
Yeah.
Katana.
Prince of Crime, the Joker?
Joker.
Yeah, Clown Prince of Crime.
Yeah,
and
it does the
control
same
piece
thing as thing.
as Loki. It's just DC's Loki.
Yeah. I like the rare Joker. Red
The
Hood.
rare Joker. I've never used that one.
While the Joker is active, if you damage an opposing character, deal an equal amount of damage to each character that shares an affiliation with the damaged character.
Not
It's
bad.
interesting, especially when we have ways to make stuff like Avengers now pretty easily.
Mhm.
I don't know how greatly useful that is, but it's kind of mind bending what you can do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of it's good, but it's interesting.
And
That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for game winning cards.
You're right. All right.
Let's go through all this garbage.
The Outsider can be good.
No one cares.
All right.
No. Red Tornado, no. I like Red Tornado, but no.
Yeah.
What wins you games? Grundy's cool. Something, yeah. What was the Swamp Thing? I'm just talking. Let's carry on.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll tell you when to stop.
Villainous Pact.
Oh.
That's a
Yeah,
good
we've
one.
seen it. It's in other sets, but this was first here.
And then all these things.
I don't think any of these win you anything.
Yeah.
That's
No.
probably it, honestly.
Yeah.
Vixen.
Oh my gosh. Vixen all the way at the bottom. All right.
Are you really going back? Do you not know Vixen?
Not really, no.
Okay, well,
Any of these cards?
go to Vixen. Let's stop.
Okay.
Let's stop for a while and look at Vixen.
Let's take a break here and just look at Vixen.
That one, yeah. There we go. Marion McCabe. Best card in the game.
Where the hell is she?
She's a common.
You just clicked on her.
Okay. No.
Look at that stat line.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to War of Light.
War of Light.
Either your favorite set or your least favorite set.
Yeah. I didn't hate it.
Love War of Light. Yeah. It was my favorite set. Next to Greener on the Flash.
It was
I like
set.
Batman Bruce Wayne of Earth was one of my favorite cards. The plain action die Batman can't be blocked.
Yeah, I liked it, except you have to pay bloody 3 to field that 6/6. It was just fielding costs are just horrible for a 4 cost.
True. Yeah.
But the global's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was a good if you could make it. So if you use a way to make it free to field.
Yeah.
This is a good card. Especially if you can use patch ID.
Yeah, it's just with Scarlet Witch in the meta, you're depending on rolling action dice when there's people are probably going to be running Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right.
What else is a winner in
We
here?
are going to stop. Not that big entrance is there, but I hate that card. So let's carry on. Black Lantern. What are the Black Lanterns? None of them were good in this set, right?
I don't think so.
No, they weren't.
All right. Thanks for telling me to stop them.
Good. Dexter.
Isn't one of the Bleeds good for removing actions or something like that?
Rare Bleeds.
Rare Bleeds. Yeah, I don't have that card.
Cancel an action.
Yeah, it was okay. Expensive to field on level 3. Wait, what was it? Fighting is the best action card. Let's stop with that.
For each of your character dice KO during the attack step this turn, your opponent must KO one of their own character dice.
If you're running Venerable Dreadnought and you're worried about your opponent running Venerable Dreadnought at the same time, this is a great way to double up on KOing ability. It also works very well with Red Eyes Black Dragon. Ooh. That's it. We can move on.
All right.
None of the Guy Gardeners are good anymore.
Nope. I don't know. I kind of like the. We're not stopping at it. It's too expensive. But that 5+5, +5 is just funny to me.
Lethal Force.
I really like the Kyle Rayner, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
The Artist.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, dude. +5/+5. You get it to a 9/9 for a 3 cost. That is fun.
Making an Avenger, you take off most of their life.
Okay, we can move on. The Larfleet. Let's stop at the Larfleet. I think they're kind of interesting.
Oh, I've never heard anyone say Larfleets ever.
Let's talk about Larfleets. So this one is very interesting with Insect Plague, right? So you kind of leave it in the field. You get a sidekick out. You make sidekicks. One of your sidekicks attack and defense match Larfleeze, and then use insect play to make it unblockable. Attacking through with
At Avengers,
5, 6, 8. Exactly.
Oh wow.
But I like it a lot. I think this is very strong.
That's pretty good.
7 cost. I don't know how viable that is, but if you can do some damage early on and then you only attack with a couple of sidekicks, it's good.
I don't think 7
could be a win
that
condition.
Insane with the ramp that we have.
No, I agree.
All right.
Lethal force.
Mirror Global.
Defense.
Yeah, that Mirror Global is pretty good.
Yes, it does target, I think, which can be got around. But yeah, this is a kind of interesting other way to do distraction. Make them deal 2 combat damage only.
Like, you're gonna come through with that big old Mr. Fix It? No, you're not.
Yep. Or a big old, patch Avengers ID card. Something else.
Not today.
Yeah, I like it. It never really got as good as it could have been, I don't think.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
Parallax.
Obviously, Parallax, yeah.
Yep, important global for you to know.
Is Raven gone?
Nope. Raven is still around. So we're going to get to kind of the big daddies of what everyone should be kind of planning to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
This card paired with Ring of Magnetism, which we'll come to in a bit, is very strong. Being not able to target your opponents is a much bigger pain than you think it is just reading the text.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying. You don't realize how many effects you target until you play against a card like this.
Indeed.
Nope, move on. Keep going.
Vicious Struggle, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. So can we talk about Warth?
Which one?
The one that copies or something?
No, the uncommon.
At the end of the turn, if you have no other active Lantern dice, KO Warth, and draw an extra die to your prep area.
Really, really good ramp engine. If you're trying to avoid global-based ramp engines, this is a very interesting one to consider. It has great stat line, consistent fielding, and does a similar thing to Thrown Brick without having to roll an action. It's very cool. It works really well. I like it a lot. And then the most important card from this set is Wonder Girl, Cassie Sandsmark.
While Wonder Girl is active, when a Teen Titan character die is targeted, you may choose an opponent character die as the new target for that effect. Super troll.
Similar to Raven. This just makes it very difficult to target. And then when you have to target her, she becomes a real pain.
Yep.
And it's probably responsible for some of the most difficult rules questions the Weird Kids Rules Forum has yet to answer.
All right, what's the next one? Let's see. World's Finest.
World's Finest.
Yeah. All right.
Alfred.
Yeah.
The best.
Yep. Unkillable. It's good.
The worst card, in my opinion.
It's good. It's annoying. It's not as good as the Orc Boy, I don't think. Yeah. But it's good. And it's an ally, which is cool. Let's talk about Bizarro Rare. Me, I'm number one.
All right. He's
Overcrush?
Yep.
Hey-oh.
Bizarro gains +2/+2 for each character card with a global ability on your opponent has on their team. Pretty easy to get pretty big.
Pretty frightening, yes. Especially in this format where globals are kind of like the main focus. Yep, it's good.
And Avengers ID card or patch.
Doesn't work because you have to make it unblockable. It already has overcrush.
True.
This is overkill.
I like overkill though.
No.
Any of the Black Lanterns good?
The anti-monitor is cool.
Yeah, causes you to lose 2 life.
Yeah, it's strong. It's tanky. I like it.
Right.
Let's move on. Bruce Wayne's are fun, but only in combo stuff. Keep going.
And Commissioner Gordon makes things free to field, doesn't it?
Dick Grayson's kind of cool. The rare.
Oh, and is that the one that gets big?
Yeah, and then unblockable, basically.
Yeah.
And can give Bat Family affiliation.
You can give Bat Family affiliation, and he gets +2/+2 each time. It's good. I don't like the fielding costs, but it's a cool card to play around if you like Batman, and you plan to have a bunch of.
6 total cumulative fielding. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's insane. All right.
Very good.
Harley,
Keep going.
yeah.
Keep going. Kal-El. Global, same as Ant-Man. Works for shields.
Instead of fist, yeah.
Super good.
Yep.
Kryptonites?
Are any of them still available? No.
Yeah.
They're all 3 here.
Green Plague.
Yep.
Green Death, sorry.
Yeah. It's just
something you need to be aware of. Yep.
People will use it.
All the oracles are still available?
No.
3 of them? 3 of them are. Never mind.
Is there any of them that are still good?
Yeah, they're all good, but none of them are game breaking.
Yeah, Rare Crow's still here.
Oh man.
Choose his favorite card.
Yes, Scarecrow rare.
Ugh.
Is it very cool, blue eyes. Could be the way to get around not having Super M Mimic available, because this is very similar.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
Keep going. Ultraman.
The rare. Super rare.
Super rare.
You're going to see a lot of people run that. Because there's a few people that are going to be in it that kind of ran it at their championships.
Yep, big card.
Yeah.
Big card. Mash up. Yep, he's cool.
There are a few counters to him, though.
Few counters now. Static Field being the biggest one to a certain version of him. But yeah, he's good.
Yeah. All right.
Being able to use all actions is cool. Not for the limited time we have.
All right.
Which is unlimited, but...
All right. Green Arrow, the Flash.
This may be the best my favorite DC set, because this was a super good set.
Yeah. I mean, it has all the spin down mechanics. Or
all the Suicide Squad characters that you want.
Captain Cold Gun, rare.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yo, I have that. I'm quite excited I got that.
Then you got your energy fixers.
Continuous. It's good. It's a good blanket. One of the very few blankets we have, and I believe the only blanket that kind of stays in the field until you're ready to use it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Kryptonite doesn't do the same. Yeah, it's good.
Energy fixer Clayface, probably the worst one.
Yeah, Billy Club.
One of the better ones.
Very good. Yeah. Good ability to stop your opponent from having big swingy characters, especially overcrushers, multiple blocks, and doesn't really die ever. I like him a lot. He's very strong, especially in a Kal-El team. If you're looking up to kind of build up defense and then swing through.
And he's a Teen Titan. I know that's
Teen Titans are good.
Yeah.
Diggle's garbage.
Felicity Smoke.
That's cool. Felicity Smoke's okay, but we don't have to borrow. You just want to pervert her legs. Let's move on. I like Firestorm, but who cares? Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd, yeah.
Force of Mind, uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Force of Mind. Yeah.
This dude's big, really cool. Took a blow with losing Guy Gardner, but this is another 7 cost, kind of like Bizarro, that win you the game. He is very, very, very disruptive when he gets on the field, and you probably have 1 turn left to live if you don't die the turn he's fielded, because you're probably going to die pretty quick.
Yeah.
Giving all your stuff overcrush and +1 is pretty brutal. Yeah. Here's a cool promo card as well.
So someone just asked, JBiz, the common Batgirl to protect all your characters from opposing character abilities, would that stop range?
Yes. So what does it say? Let's go back up to it. It's in this set.
Uncommon says your opponents may not target your mask character dice with global abilities. Oh wait, no. Maybe I'm looking at the wall. Target with your character dice with character abilities. Commission's daughter.
Then yes, it would stop range, because range is a character ability. Yep. Don't know if it's worth it just to stop range, although I imagine lots of people will be running Venerable Dreadnought, so it could be.
And there's a lot of character abilities that it would stop too. So
good pointing out. These Batgirls are actually interesting. I don't know how good they are, but they're interesting. And Batgirl's got okay stats. They're good, kind of like protective pieces.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's go down. Dr. Light's good against sidekicks, but let's not stop there.
Giganta, spin something up.
No one cares about that garbage.
Yeah.
No. Don't even think about clicking on Jay Garrick. Katana. Yeah, let's talk about Katana Super Rare.
Oh, I love this card.
It's kind of a cool card.
So her impulse makes it to where you can basically get her in the field turn 1, no matter if you go first or second. And
yep.
with rare nowhere, you can put a 4-cost in there super quickly.
Yeah, she's nice. I like her.
Yep.
She as well, because most of the what ifs are 4-cost. Most of the what ifs that you want out are 4-costs.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. It's a good way. It's one of the only ways to get a character out turn 1. Isn't a sidekick.
Yeah.
Don't know if there are any other I can think of.
The Quicksilver, where he's impulse, I think that one's technically better.
I think this one's better actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but being able to bring him back out after you exchange.
I don't know if that can any longer be. That's not the rule anymore.
Oh, so all right. Well, that sucks.
Merlin rare is cool.
The best energy fixer in the set.
He's
a win con.
Cyborg's better, but we can argue over that. Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah. He's a good backup win con and helps you get your energy you need. That's why I think he's the best.
He is.
All right.
I like him.
So, Professor Zoom, right?
Nope. Chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
And Star Labs.
That's coming back. Anyway, we can talk about that next week. Chalkboard. Yeah, good global.
Yeah, you get to prep your guy that you purchase this turn.
Yeah, you can get any character you buy turn 1 out turn 2, which could be really big, especially if they're doing some crazy shenanigans with Katana or something like that. Getting a character out early could be the difference between life and death sometimes in this meta.
Yeah, common and rare both have that global.
Yeah, no one cares about that ability. No one's buying them. Right. And if you do, you're probably losing. So good luck to you.
Yeah, and then Star Labs, fill the site.
I like it.
Prep a sidekick. So.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right.
We can go to the next set. Ooh, Static's fun, but wait, yeah, the best card maybe. Let's go to Zatanna. Yeah, super rare. Now this card got kind of hyped, right?
Yeah.
And kind of then everyone was hyped by it, and then no one cared anymore. But you can pay a fist and a mask to reroll all opposing psychic dice.
Mm-hmm.
All your opponent's psychic dice, and deal 1 damage to target opponent for each dice that rolled a fist or a mask. Mm-hmm. There are a ton of ways now. Well, there is the best way, which is instant war, to get a bunch of sidekicks in your opponent's field. So you basically make their field a wall of sidekicks, and then hit this button, make them reroll all of them. You've just sent a bunch of dice to their use pile, effectively. And maybe done some damage as well.
And you win the game.
You can do it on your opponent's turn or your turn. It's very interesting. It'd be cool to see someone run this again.
All right, moving on. Farron or Battle.
BFF.
Yeah.
Just like us, right, guys?
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. So all the beholders.
Oh, man, I forgot about these.
The one that is good is that one. Yep. Some garbage. Just like, all right. If this is the first guy assigned to attack, which doesn't really matter, but you just have to say he's doing that, his attack ability before anyone else does theirs. And then, like the Ultraman, you can trigger all the actions. Works well with the action card we pointed out. What was the action card we pointed out?
I don't know. I forget, man.
The +3 attack one from Civil War.
Oh yeah.
We pointed out earlier in the video. Rewind. It's cool.
All right, moving on. Blue Eyes. Wait, no, Blue Eyes isn't in this one. I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. Don't pay attention.
I like blue dragons. They're cool, cheap dragons. Ring of Winter might be a thing. They might be good ones to pair up with it.
Copper Dragon, another cheap one, good.
Yeah, also has the spammy way where you can kind of win on turn 3.
Yep.
With Copper Dragon. Interesting. It's interesting.
That's about it, though. Moving on.
Upwards of kind of garbage. Firewalls, kind of garbage. Frost Giant, rubbish. Gelatinous Cube's cool.
Which one?
The jellies. Let's talk about the 4-cost one.
Alright. Whenever a character is knocked out during the attack step, you may pay a shield to have Gelatinous Cube capture it. The capture lasts until it is used again.
With something like range, this is pretty easy to trigger, and you can just keep it, and you just keep it forever until they can get rid of the jelly. Yeah. Whatever character you want to get rid of. I mean, it's pretty easy to carry stuff.
Yeah.
And then you just sit on it and just be like, I have a gelatinous cube. You have to find out a way to do this much damage to my gelatinous cube so you can get your character back.
All right, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and drop because I'm not feeling too good right now.
All right, man.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Right. Moving on from gelatinous cube.
Green dragons okay. Half dragons are okay.
I think there's one half dragon that's pretty. The Paragon one is pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
No.
I don't think there's Cobalt.
Paladins. Paladins are good.
Oh yeah.
So
is it
that one?
This one?
No, the lesser
Emerald Uncle?
That one.
All right. So these experience, and then when while active, your character your characters in the field cannot be affected by global abilities used by. That's super gross.
Yep, similar cards have come out since then, but the main one, Wonder Woman, banned. Mm-hmm. So this one's cool.
This one's gonna stay in the global escalation too. So
yeah, it has a good global, which is interesting as well. Right. Could stop something like Jocasta.
Absolutely. All right, moving on. Limited Wish.
Cohorts are fun. Cheap, spammy, rain, swarm. Okay. Limited Wish, yeah, no, not for this format, really.
Yeah. Magic Missile, of course.
Magic Helmet, Magic Sword could be cool with like Rasni, but I don't know how amazing they are. The Manticore combo could be a thing.
Yeah.
If you want to try and run that and be a douche.
I know you hate that one.
The Mind Flayers are kind of cool. I like the Minotaurs, but nothing worth stopping on. Let's keep going. Spray.
Prismatic Spray. All right.
Come on.
I don't think you can use that one. I think that one might be banned.
This is a Global Escalation pick.
Unless they have it wrong.
It's not banned. I thought it was.
Another Blanca, which is cool.
Still don't think it's as good as Captain Cold's Cold Gun. So.
No, but gets rid of all your opponents, which is kind of cool. Sure. Purple Worm, uncommon. Don't know how super broken this is anymore, but it was pretty cool back in the day. Another Overcrusher Giant. Yeah, it's cool.
Pretty
Deals
good.
damage. Deals damage, both combat damage and non-combat damage. Cool.
Yeah. Red Dragon Global. Yes. Once per turn, you may pay a lightning bolt, and you purchase your next action die. This turn, its cost is reduced by 2 or less. By 2 less, and you deal 1 damage to your opponent. If I said that right, because I was kind of stumbling.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, deal damage to your opponent while buying actions. If you're running an action-based team, that's a good way to ping your opponent down.
Yep.
If you're running something like Satchel, it's excellent.
Absolutely. All right.
Umber Hulk Rare might be a thing.
Hulk.
Umber Hulk.
Umber Hulk. All right. When fielded, reroll opposing level 1 and 2 characters. Move each die that shows an energy face to your opponent's use pile. Ooh.
Yeah, kind of like Batman, which isn't available in this format. Similar, but only affects level 1 and level 2 characters. But, pretty strong. Biggest problem with it is how to cycle it. You need a way to KO it and bring it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty strong. Great stats as well. If you clear their field, you can swing through with it. I liked it. I ran it at a Nationals event. It was pretty strong.
Malekith could cycle it pretty easily.
Or Blue Eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, but you have to pay 3 every time you field it, which is a bit of a pain.
Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah, I think that's it for this set.
All right. I think we only have 3 sets left. We'll try to get through them as quick as we can. Baron Under Siege. The Beholders, they're pretty decent, pretty okay.
Yeah, Bahamut might be a thing because, Ring of Winter is really strong.
The 7 cost or?
Yeah, the top one. Come on. Breath Weapon 3 is always really strong. Overcrush is always really strong. And then, I don't know, someone might try and sneak in a pure Dragons team. This might be a good answer to it, with Ring of Winter being as good as it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a cool character and a good die.
The fielding cost is crazy, but we have things to get around that so easily now.
Ring of Winter, yeah. If you can get this out turn 3 pretty easily, and then you have a 3 Breath Weapon 3 Overcrushing Dragon in the field. Yeah, I like it.
Ship it. All right.
Fiends are okay, but let's move on. The Beholders. Let's talk about the Beholders. Joe, do you want to talk about Beholder for us?
What's there not to say? All the versions are actually
That's
really
the
good.
Aberration is probably the best one in this format. It's a global heavy format, so this one is probably the best one.
And that's the one you use, right, Joe? Or
yes, it is. Swear by.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can use it with Chalkboard and Blue Eyes to make the next die you buy 2 less and put it straight into the prep area. It has amazing fielding costs, so cycling it is not a problem, unlike the Umber Hulk. And amazing stats for a 4 cost.
And if you've seen Joe play this, he abuses the hell out of the fact that it's easy to field. And the stats are crazy for how big it is.
Yeah. And any global is free, right?
Yeah.
So you can use it on big statted, big cost globals. Yeah, like something like Silver Surfer, where you would take 2 damage. You can use this for free to do that. I like it.
Push it through.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer. Where you take 2 damage when you prep a die. Well, the obvious one is the Hella Global, 6 cost, and a pain. But this one's cool to use that for free. But all the Beholders with that stat line, in the previous set, this stat line was a 7 cost character. So
yeah,
you're now getting it for 4. It's super good.
All right, so all the Beholders are good, and then there's more dragons. Blink Dog.
Nah.
Displacer Beast. No.
Blade Blast Fireball is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Don't have to talk too much about it. It's strong. Yeah. Everyone remembers what it does, probably.
Yeah. Anything else? Flesh Golem. Fabricating's always good, especially when you have a KO team. It's good.
Agreed.
Gelatinous cube, is it as good as the previous set? Probably not.
No, the jelly's in the best. The first set of the best.
The jelly.
Talk about giant spider, uncommon.
Oh man, this is so broken. This one is so broken.
So yeah, great global shield, which is a pretty good energy type to be rolling a bunch of. But then yeah, the actual ability itself for a 2-cost is pretty cool. You can make their wall of sidekicks only block this one dude.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I mean for a 2-cost, that's for what it can do is so broken.
Yeah, because it's got a good global, right? You'd probably run it just for the global, and then you also have a character that you actually buy and actually can get out in the field. Got good stats, can deal with the Breath Weapon 3 on top level, which is not something you can say for a lot of 2-costs. And yeah, just a way to get around walls. Super cool.
The anti-Trump, so to speak.
Yes.
All right, moving on. All right. Is there anything else? Iron Golem, another fabricator, good to go.
So we skipped over them, but Gnome Ranger gets rid of... No, you don't have to scroll back. You don't need to scroll back. But Gnome Ranger can get rid of Imprisoned, and the Half-Elf Bard can protect your characters, which is pretty cool.
There are some potions that are good.
Yeah, they're all useful.
This one makes them... The one we talked about where they have to send it to the use pile if they don't name it correctly. That's funny.
Yeah, the one that maybe gives +5/+5 is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The uncommon potion.
And then
I like it.
Ring, epic gear. So basically you get to... It's whatever you want to use a psychic die for, you use that.
Yeah, the global on the rings are pretty interesting. You can use them kind of like the way you use an energy fixer. But you can also make psychics out of them, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Talisman of Ultimate Evil is kind of cool as well. Talisman T.
All right. Ooh, that looks ugly. KO X of your character dice. KO X target opposing character dice. So you KO as many character dice as you want, and the opponent has to do the same thing?
You choose which ones they KO.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's enough.
Could be cool with something like Fix It. Cool with X23. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
And then the White Dragons have good breath weapons and good stats.
Right. That's about it on that one.
Hooray!
And then
TMNT1.
Yep.
God, is there anything good in this? Oh, there's Casey Jones.
Yeah.
That one.
The Lunatic Vigilante. Yeah.
That one?
Can't be blocked by sidekicks or villain character dice. And no.
No. Ooh, the other one's banned. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Foot Ninja.
Yeah.
Allied Ninja Syndicate.
Ninja Syndicate. That's a good. This is a really great card. Rob likes to play this card. This with Insect Swarm or whatever the hell it is.
Insect Plague. Yep.
Insect Plague. Yeah. Just gross. And if you run an ally team, this can be a 1-turn kill. Just swing it in once if you do it right. I don't think I'm being too ridiculous on that.
No.
And then...
Yeah, especially if your opponent starts fielding sidekicks.
Yeah.
I like the Krangs. But that one, the Ultron Warlord. But probably too expensive.
Yeah. Although, if you flip his attack and defense, that's brutal.
Awesome. Yep. And then you can fill their bag with sidekicks. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything you can carry it on down. That's it. Turtle Van's okay.
Turtle Van's in a Satchel team. It's really good.
Yep.
All right. And then the final one. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yay. Maybe my favorite set.
Probably one of the best sets ever printed.
Yeah, this is a really good set.
First set ever designed.
Yeah.
So I'd like to point out the Baby Dragon works with Ring Winter in case you want. What stats do Baby Dragon have? 4/3 on top level.
Yeah.
Buy them for 3. Bring Winter them in. Get an army of 4/3 Baby Dragons. Not bad, huh?
Oh man. Of course, we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon Monstrous Dragon.
Yes, we do.
So the global on that's ridiculous.
Maybe the best global ever. Ridiculously strong. Being able to trigger when KO effects whenever you want, especially on your opponent's turn, is huge.
And it doesn't say once per turn, so that's the.
No, you can do it as many times as you want.
To be as ridiculous as you want.
Yeah, if you know how to use it properly, you can do some serious damage with it, and yeah, +3 attack. Hill on the actual character itself. How good is that?
Yeah, Matt, we're just trying to do cards that'll be good in the global escalation, so.
Yeah, this is all biased based on what we like, right?
Yeah, mostly just Ben telling me no, go past that.
Yes.
Doom Caliber wasn't one of them. Or is he banned? The one.
That one, the global one.
Okay.
So, I don't know if I should spoil this, but if you read that global, you're meant to read that global now.
Okay, sorry, I was taking a drink. Pay a fist.
No drinking for you.
I'm sorry. Pay a fist when you attack. Your monsters can't be the target of action, dice, or card abilities.
Okay, so you have a Venerable Dreadnought. Your opponent has a Venerable Dreadnought. If you pay this fist, they can't do range back to you.
Ooh. That's gross. Okay. That's really ridiculous. That's really good. Okay.
But also it stops, the classic reason is to stop them from blinking back your stuff, right? So this is the global speed, stop their blink.
Stops everything almost.
It's really strong, yeah. Really strong.
All right. Wow. It's probably one of the best cards we've covered so far, period.
It's really strong. Yeah, it's very good. I imagine I will see at least a quarter of the teams try that global.
All right.
That's my prediction.
Horn of the Unicorn. I saw people running that in the Golden Age event that we ran.
Yeah, it's a good pump global.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? That's just kind of blew my mind. So
good, right? Shout out to Marshmallow. How good is that card? Marshmallow.
Where the hell is that?
MAR.
That?
Hello. Yeah. Look how cute it is. Oh. Okay, anyway. You're skipping past all the good cards. Morphing Jar. Come on.
Morphing Jar. Yeah, you're right. That's so. The stat line is so stupid for that.
Yeah. First 1-cost card in the game. And yeah, really is pretty strong. But I like the uncommon as well.
Yeah. It's too much. Costs too much.
But it's annoying. It is good.
Yeah. I mean, for that one extra energy, it's doing quite a bit.
Yeah. I like them. They are very strong. Mystical Elf I like, but not worth stopping out. Obelisk. Let's get to Obelisk.
Which
one? The uncommon.
If this monster is blocked but is not knocked out, it deals damage equal to its attack to your opponent. Ooh.
So Captain America does a similar thing from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. But this was kind of the OG version of that. And it is 9/9 attack on top level.
So you may just want to let that boy go through.
You probably want to let that sucker through, huh? Yeah. If you don't have a way of dealing with him, he's very strong.
It's really hard to deal with him.
Yep. Should we talk about my favorite card, Inferno Fire Blast?
What about
Red Eyes Black Dragon? Inferno Fire Blast.
Sorry, there's a reflection. So when the monster attacks, knock out all sidekicks of both players. Oh yeah, I've seen you play this. This monster gets +2 attack for each sidekick knocked out this way. That was brutal when you were playing this in the golden event.
Yeah, I really like this card. Psychics are a big deal in current competitive play. Being able to KO all of them is really strong, and then being able to get a buff out of them as well. You can use it in tandem with fighting to KO all your psychics. So for each psychic you KO, not only are your opponent's psychics KO'd, but they have to KO other characters for each psychic you KO. And then he gets +2 attack and can swing through for
Lethal.
kind of crazy amounts of damage. Yeah, if you get him out, if you go first to get him out turn 3 and your opponent doesn't have chalkboard, well, they haven't fielded any other characters apart from psychics, so he's going to get through. Ring of Winter just makes that like stupid good, stupid fast. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards.
And then Ring of Magnetism. I got this one recently, and I really like it.
Uncommon, yeah. Action attraction. Again, if you look at the energy faces as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Double masks all around. Yeah, so this was kind of the thing that got paired with Wonder Girl and Raven. It forces you to target something, and then if you can't target that thing, it forces you to target. Well, then you can't target at all, sucker. And that's how it works, and it's pretty strong. But even if you don't have it with those, just being able to choose what your opponent's targeting works really well.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of ways to manipulate this. If you use it with the new Hulk, for example, and just get them to target one of your other characters, so they're always having to do damage to that character. So your Hulk keeps doing damage to them. Yeah, I like it.
And it also keeps like Blob from being able to capture something, right?
Yeah. There's, like I said before, there's so many abilities to target, but you don't realize how strong something like that is until you
get on
play against it.
All right. Slifer, the Sky Dragon, is that one good or?
The one up, the rare. Has a good global. Has Magic Missile global on a character.
And it's a 10-8. Holy smokes.
Oh yeah, that's cool as well. But mainly it's just you can use that global. You can use the Magic Missile global action slot for it.
I think I saw a Shadow use that.
Yeah, it's useful, especially when you already kind of know what actions you want to use.
Why is Swords of Revealing Light not in the ban list?
I don't know. That should not be there.
Swords of Revealing Light is part of the ban list,
but it's on the thing and it's Global Escalation, so it's a boo boo.
We should look at Summon Skull Rare. I like the global on that.
Summon Skull Rare.
Undervalued global.
Pay a lightning when target monster you control damages an opponent to put it into your bag instead of the use pile. I don't think I read that right, but what?
Yeah, so if you attack with a character, if you like use Ant-Man, for example, just as an unblockable character that's easy to use, you send it through, it's unblockable, you pair a bolt, it goes straight into your bag, so you're definitely going to get it out of your bag next turn.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
It's just a way to cycle cheap unblockable characters. I like it quite a bit.
I don't have any of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff at all. I have 3 cards from it, and that's it. So
the ability on this Summon Skull is pretty good as well. I just don't know if the stats match 6 cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It's cool. Thousand Dragon is also good. Noxious Nostril Gust.
Pay a lightning. The next action die you buy this turn costs 2 less energy. Yeah. There's lots of ways to do that now.
Yep, there are.
All right.
I also like the super rare version of that as well. Noxious Vapor Gust.
Before you your attack, if you move 2 different...
No, top bit. The actual ability, that's a fusion ability. No one cares about that.
When summoned, opposing monsters knocked out in combat this turn go to the... Oh, I love that on any card. That's super annoying to have to do.
Yeah, and you have to, so if you can work out a way to have massive tanky characters,
it's pretty gross.
Yeah, that's cool.
How does the fusion work? Like, do you have to like say, "Hey, I'm fusing"?
Yeah, it's basically a precursor to fabricate.
Oh, okay. So you can fabricate.
but you can only fabricate Time Wizard and Baby Dragon. Because you age the Baby Dragon, he becomes the Thousand Dragon, because the Time Wizard turns some garbage, who cares?
All right. So I think that's it for stuff that's rotated out of Moderns.
We did it!
Yay! It only took us about 2 hours.
Yay!
All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to add? Joe, you have anything you want to add?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Ben?
I was gonna say, just if you're building for this, just try and focus on choose like 1 or 2 win conditions you like, and build around those. You can basically make any of the cards we talked about tonight super broken. It's pretty easy to make stuff broken in Golden. Don't get overwhelmed by how much stuff there is. Just choose a card and build around it. Don't get sidetracked by, I could use this card instead. I could get this card instead.
And I think we're almost done with the invites. We're just trying to do the final ones right now. There's do we have 2 spots open right now?
We have 1 spot open right now. I'm still deliberating who to give that to.
All right. So when is the form going out for people to fill out?
It's already out in the wild, right? Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. All right. So Joe will be sending that out. We should have your email. If we don't have your email, make sure we have that. I've tried to get all the emails from everyone whenever they sign up or confirm. If you don't get it, message us. And when does it have to be turned in by, Joe?
Team lists?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the 30th.
Okay. So everyone has about a week to brew. And we're probably going to tell everyone they have their last little minute to turn that in. So after this, it's just going to be going on the tournament, and we'll be talking about it every week, but trying to do the tournament play as much as we possibly can, as often as people play. And should be lots of fun, hopefully.
I'm excited. I don't know I'm running yet, so.
You're running everything that I don't like.
I don't even have most of the cards we just talked about tonight, so.
I don't have a lot of them. Like 3 sets, I don't have a lot of them, so. But you just don't have them with. Well, you don't have them with. You have.
I don't have them with me. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us here at CR Game Room. If you want to be more social with us, be sure to hit us up on Facebook, our Discord. It's always in the description, and I guess Twitter. Even though we don't really post anything there, try to tweet at us to get us to be more social on that. So that's gonna do it from us. See you guys. And subscribe, and do all that stuff too on here. I forgot to say.
Yes. Be good people.
Bye.